So America, you've had quite a fun few days, haven't you? The storming of the Capitol building, where the media seem to be pretending a load of morons milling around and being killed by the police as an act of terrorism. It's funny how Black Lives Matter and Antifa burning and looting everything around them is stunning and brave. It's almost like this is completely fake outrage because the anger was directed at the politicians, and that's why they give a shit. If you just burn down local businesses, that's fine, but how dare you hold them accountable for what they've done? That's horrific. Let them give themselves a 50k pay rise in peace, you horrible far-right extremists. The whole thing has been hilarious to watch. The media losing their shit over some IRL meme lords like Baked Alaska, the biggest idiot on the internet, and he's some sort of terrorist overlord apparently, and a man in a yak hat, and they're pretending to be terrified of those people. It's fucking amazing to watch. And the funniest thing of all was when Trump did his speech last night and he called all of the protesters not American. He hyped them up into an angry frenzy to do his bidding and then called them fake and gay and threw them under the bus. Nick Fuentes and the were pretty funny with their outrage because he was saying Trump was going to pardon them all. Nope, that's not happening. You won't go to jail. And QAnon is in tatters. They're reduced to posting shit like this. No, I don't get it either. It's the most convoluted reach I've ever seen. Dazzling code from Dan Scavino indeed. Q, what the fuck is wrong with these people? If any of their stupid shit was going to come true, wouldn't have Trump done something when he was in charge? Not when he's down and out. I know his plan. To really own the libs, what you have to do is transfer all the power to the Democrats, then do something so hilarious that it's likely to put your leader in jail, and just trust the plan. Expand your thinking. By the way, YouTube, don't ban me for this video. I'm just laughing at things. This is one of the most stupid but fascinating things to ever happen. It's all jokes. I'm not inciting hate or anything. I read the notification you sent me. This is just a funny video. Anyway, now we get to the most interesting bit. After a few days of world disaster for the right, the left's rabid rage and bloodlust is now turned into their favourite thing. Eating their own. After the edgelords milled around in the Capitol building before they got bored and went home, the Democrats have declared war on Facebook and Twitter because of this, saying that social media hasn't done much to combat online extremism. These are the two companies that went above and beyond to help win Joe Biden the election by throttling everything Trump said and outright deleting some of what he said. Twitter and Facebook were Biden's greatest allies, but the left is gonna left. Once they're no use to you gotta backstab them. It's just their way. And you know what? They're actually right. Social media is absolute poison. It creates echo chambers of pure hatred. Social media is a reason for the divide in the world now. If you only surround yourself with people who only talk about how much you hate a certain section of people, you are going to warp your mind eventually, especially if you're not very smart, and most people aren't. And if you can't distinguish the internet from real life, which a scary amount of people cannot. But it's not really far-right extremism that's a problem, which is the angle they're going for. It's the left and their extremism. Just look at the front page of Twitter today. The most revolting of all the platforms. Follow me on there though if you want. I enjoy annoying people with stupid opinions on there. That's what the internet is for. It's not fucking real. But it is hundreds of thousands of people calling Trump supporters terrorists. One of the top trends of Twitter. Twitter is actively promoting it right now. Do you think this is healthy? Calling 74 million people of your fellow countrymen terrorists. How do you think it will end? Do you think it'll end well? Because it won't. Trust me. You don't see this from the right. Black Lives Matter terrorists and Antifa aren't used to call the entire left terrorists. They're used in a joking way, and you can call them Biden's army or something like that. You don't actually sort of call everybody on the left a terrorist because of Antifa. And look here, the rabid quest for bloodletting from the left is on display again. Impeach Trump again now. This is front and center on Twitter. And why? He's got 2 weeks of doing nothing left. Why do they want to make 74 million people angry? What is the point aside to make sure this climax is in a war? You already won. Just take a W. Stop trying to incite violence. I don't know if they realize this is a natural conclusion to all of this, but it is. You can't keep on being despicable to one another before one side decides to kill the other, because that's how humans work. So they're actually right, and I've been saying this for years. Social media is the most dangerous weapon mankind has ever invented, and most of us don't even know it. It's a very powerful brainwashing tool to the feeble-minded, and it can turn people into insane, hate-filled lunatics. Also very hilarious people like QAnon. God damn, that stuff is funny. I wonder what they'll be like in the future. Day 535 of the Biden presidency. Trump is more powerful than ever. The jail cell is just protection. This is all part of the plan. And aside from all of this, I think the elites have realised that letting us talk to each other on a massive scale is a bad idea for them. They don't give a fuck about anything else unless it's directed at them. That's what this is all about. So basically, we're all screwed. They'll start with the right-leaning people and purge them, and the left will laugh, and then they'll be so shocked and outraged when their purge begins. That's the thing with censorship. Once you start, it's only a matter of time until they come for you. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thanks, bye.